Are you considering a motion system and you're not sure if you should attach your monitors or have them detached? Maybe this will help. Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Darin Gangi, and if you tuned into my MOZA HMA 150 motion simulator setup, I mentioned in the video at the end of the video that I was going to do this video, and it's about whether or not it's best to attach or detach your monitors. Now, it's totally personal preference. If you want them attached and you like them attached, great. It's your rig. That whatever way you want it, that's the way, that's best for you. It's no secret that I like them detached. I mentioned that in the video, so I'm not gonna, there's no reason for me to give you my opinion because I've already stated it. Matter of fact, this is my personal rig and my monitors are detached. They always have been for multiple reasons. One, I don't want to risk damaging my monitors. And two, I just feel like the experience is better with them detached. And I'm gonna let the guys that I work with at SimMotion, all of them are sim racers, gonna introduce them here in a second, and gonna let them tell you what their preference is. So the three sim racers are Michael Caminetti, Cole Hooper, and Devon Meyer. So now a little bit about the guys and their sim racing experience. Mike Caminetti has been sim racing for 30 years. He's 53 years old, has a sports car iRating of 1677, and on Le Mans Ultimate has a pro license with a 51 driver rating. His favorite car and track combo is the Lexus GT3 at Sebring, and Mike has a motion system on his home rig and runs with the monitor detached. Cole Hooper has been sim racing for 10 years. He's 22 years old. He has a sports car iRating of 3997 and an oval iRating of 6011. His favorite car and track combo is the NASCAR O'Reilly car at the Charlotte Roval. Cole does not have a motion system at home, but he does have some experience driving the rigs at SimMotion. Devon Meyer has been sim racing for 5 years. He's 26 years old. He has a sports car iRating of 1655 and a Formula iRating of 1624. His favorite car and track combo is the Ferrari GT3 at Nordschleife. Devon also does not have a motion system on his home rig. And he has very little experience driving motion simulators. He's only been with SimMotion now for about 2 months. So he's only driven, I think he's finally driven all three. Well, we have 4 motion rigs here at the shop. He's driven 3 of them, none of them extensively. For our test rigs, both have 3 degrees of freedom. The one with the monitor attached has the new MOZA HMA 150 3DOF system, and the one with the monitors detached is a SimRig SR3 3DOF system as well. The MOZA system has a 49-inch Samsung monitor attached, and the SimRig system has a triple monitor setup with 3 39-inch Deco Gear monitors. Now, for the test cars and tracks, we ran iRacing in the Cadillac Hypercar at Daytona Road Course 2008. Now, we used the 2008 version because it's really bumpy. So we wanted to have some exaggerated motion in that. And we also ran Assetto Corsa Rally. And then we ran a stage in Greece at Alatia in the Peugeot 208 Rally. So I wanted to use a front wheel drive car. The 3 guys don't have a ton of rally experience. I think Devon had the most actually. So I wanted to try to keep it simple, front wheel drive, not too crazy. I tuned the motion on both setups. Now, I tried to get it pretty equal. Now, they're vastly different systems. The MOZA system has 150 millimeters of stroke, whereas the SimRig has, I believe, 70 millimeters of stroke. So basically half the amount of stroke that the MOZA system. But the way I tuned the MOZA system was to basically only utilize about 40% of the stroke. And I tried to get them equally bumpy. The reality of it was, and I didn't tell this to the guys, I think the SimRig system was a little more aggressive, and that's the one with the monitors detached. But I didn't do it purposely. As I was watching back and filming this, I realized that I think that one was a little more aggressive, but I still wanted their take. So a little bit more about my tuning. Usually I will not tune my personal setups as aggressively as I did for these. I wanted it to be a little over exaggerated. I truly believe that less is more when it comes to motion. Some guys like a lot more motion. Again, back to personal preference. Whatever you like in your rig, that's what's best. Not what I like. It's what you like is what's best for your rig. And me personally, I like the less is more approach. I like to just feel the bumps a little bit. I like to feel the braking effects, a little bit of pitch and roll. But for the most part, I don't like it to be too aggressive because I don't want it to be like a roller coaster ride. If you've seen motion systems at a lot of trade shows or tried them at trade shows or events, I don't ever see them tuned properly. They want to make them look like a spectacle, but that's not my personal preference. But that's not what this is about. This is about what the guys think is the better setup, whether the monitors are detached or attached. First up was Mike Caminetti. I asked him each 3 or 4 questions. I'm going to put the questions up with a text card here before they answer them. And here's what Mike said.
Focusing on the image itself, along with the movement of the motion, it made for a kind of a difficult way to kind of focus on a point on the screen. I feel like the image and the motion, the image and the motion are not in sync with each other. It kind of made a little bit of a difference between the two different track car combos. I think in the rally, the car image on the screen stayed more solid, but there was a little bit of head movement there. And I felt like my head movement and its head movement were both kind of like contesting against each other. Where in iRacing, the image of the car is actually moving as well. So I made sure to kind of focus in on the dashboard of the car and see which one was doing which. Okay, detached in the rally, it felt way more natural. Again, the car was staying in position on the screen. The visual, I think it's just something to do with your eyes and your head and how it, kind of like a gyro or something, you know, like where you're kind of balancing it through your eyes and your head itself. For me, the rally was more stable on the detached. iRacing still gave me a lot of bumping and moving with my head and my eyes, but I think if you were going to ask me like which one was the one I liked the most, I would say that the rally on the freestanding was my favorite combo. I personally use a detached monitor at home. I've been using it for years, and I did have a fixed monitor at one point, and I just have always preferred the freestanding one more. It just allowed me to focus a little bit better on the image.
And next up, Cole Hooper.
With the monitor attached,
Yes.
it's a little harder to focus when you have multiple moving pieces, because the car's moving inside the simulator with you moving and the screen moving all at the same time. And it's kind of a little much. I noticed it less with the rally, mainly probably because the motion was a little softer, or it felt a little softer. But I mean, you just got all the rolling hills. You're moving around so much that you may notice it a little less. I mean, I like the detached a little better without so much moving around. It's easier to easier to see where I'm going, hit the marks that I need to while I'm driving. I think the iRacing was a little better. It's a little smoother running. Maybe just part of the game sort of thing. I would leave it detached. Definitely, I prefer it.
And finally, Devon Meyer.
I think it's good. It's definitely a little bumpy depending on what you want to drive. In some cases, you kind of feel like you're moving almost, it is attached, but almost detached from it because you're moving and the screen is moving. So you're kind of getting this oscillating feeling sometimes. Overall, though, not bad. It is enjoyable. On the attached, I liked the rally better because it kind of gave me the sense of, in rally racing, it's really bumpy, it's really hilly, it's always a lot of terrain change. It kind of gave me the sense as the monitor was kind of the car itself, kind of bumping up and down as you bump up and down in the seat. So that previous oscillating feeling that you would have in a GT car kind of helps in the rally because it kind of gives you that more natural feel. Yeah, overall, I think it's better for general racing just because with GT and Formula, you kind of want that stable viewpoint so you can see where your corners are, where your braking is, just certain things like that. So I think overall, I would choose this one with GT and Formula. Yeah, definitely Formula and GT. I would do detached personally if I had a choice. Simply just because I like that smooth feeling. I don't really want a lot of movement in my camera or in my windshield when I'm driving, and so I would choose the detached for sure. I would go detached for sure.
All right, so as you saw, they all pretty much thought that the detached setup was better. One of the comments that really stuck out the most, and they all pretty much said this, that they had a hard time tracking on the one with it attached. Now again, I did have it tuned pretty aggressively. I would definitely have it tuned less aggressively if I was running monitors attached here. But in general, I think just because of the motion that you're seeing on screen, and I think it was actually more pronounced in iRacing than it was in Assetto Corsa, but because of the way that the car is moving in game, I feel it moves great with the motion, in sync with the motion. Then you attach the monitor and it's moving at the same as the rig, and I think it's just almost double the amount of movement, or I think it breaks immersion a little bit, I think is the best way to put it. Devon was the only one that said he liked, and you heard what he said, that Assetto Corsa Rally he liked a little better attached to the rig. So again, it's personal preference. I'd like to hear what you guys think out there. Do you have a motion system, and is your monitor or monitors attached or detached? Have you tried it both ways? What'd you think? And if you haven't tried it, what'd you think of how we put this together? Would you like to see more of it here on Inside Sim Racing? So that's going to wrap it up. I'd like to thank the guys for participating in it. We all had a lot of fun doing this. We're gonna try to do more of this here on the show. And for Devon, Cole, and Mike, I'm Darin Gangi for Inside Sim Racing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.